Hello and welcome back to DMCA Chess Academy. This is Ritesh Mathew. Today we're going to learn about a dirty chess trick in the London systems. So the way London system begins is white plays his pawn to d4, black responds with pawn d5, and then white brings his bishop out to the f4 square. And from here, the way London system continues is white wants to lock up his pawn chain by pushing e3. White wants to bring his knight out to f3. White wants to bring his other knight out to the d2 square, and he wants to solidify the center by pushing the c3 pawn and then castle eventually. And so the idea is, before white can lock up the pawn chain by pushing the e3 pawn, and here's the lock. So before the pawn chain gets locked, white wants to bring his bishop out of the pawn chain and then continue with the rest of his development. So this is the typical London system structure. However, what happens is black wants to take advantage of this e3 pawn push and lay a trap for white. So here comes the shocker. Black plays h5 pawn. Now this is not a very good opening move from black, because this pawn push is a side pawn push. It doesn't take control of the center, and it doesn't help black in developing his dark square bishop out. So technically this move is not a good move from black, but since this is a trap that black is trying to lay for white, it's okay for now. And here white continues with his normal plan in the London systems. He pushes the e3, and now he locks up the pawn chain. What happens here is bishop is on the king side, and he doesn't have too many escape squares. He is pretty much locked in this section of the board. So that's exactly why black pushed the h5 pawn. He wants to trap the bishop. So here comes the shocker. Black pushes the e5 pawn and attacks the bishop. Now from here, if white captures, since the bishop is attacked, white has to do something about it. So if d captures e5, from here black can just push the g5 pawn and attack the bishop once again. And if bishop falls back to g3, then h4 traps the bishop. And if g5 and if bishop captures g5, then obviously queen will capture the bishop, and it's all over. The bishop is gone. So that's one variation. And if after h5 and e5 over here, instead of d pawn capturing the e5 pawn, if bishop captures the e5 pawn, then black can again attack with f6. If bishop falls back to f4, then again g5 can attack the bishop one more time. If bishop falls back to g3, then h4 pawn can attack him again. And again, the white bishop is kind of trapped inside. So either way you slice it, the bishop will be gone. And over here, instead of if d captures e5, if bishop just falls back to g3, then h4 again traps the bishop. So either way you slice it, the white bishop is trapped, and he has no way to escape. So this is a dirty chess trap in the London systems, and black can win the white bishop. However, one warning I would like to give is, if over here after h5, instead of normally locking the pawn chain, if white continues with knight to f3, then black shouldn't continue with his trap, because now if black tries to push the e5 or g5 pawn, white has two controls over those two squares, one with his knight and one with his bishop, on both the g5 and e5 squares. So black should just continue with his normal development. So he should not go for this trap if white plays the knight f3 instead of the e3 pawn push. Another warning I would like to give is, this is just a very dirty chess trap, and you should only try in the rapid game or a blitz chess game where the time controls are very short. Don't try this trap if you're playing black in a classical time control, because classical time controls have longer time controls, and what happens is in a bid to trap the bishop, white is creating lots of holes in his position, and the king side becomes weak, and then this diagonal will become weak, and the whole king side is very vulnerable to attacks from the white side. So if you're playing a classical game with longer time controls, please do not try this trap. So I hope you like this cute trap, and you can try and shock and surprise your opponent, and if he plays the London system. So thanks for watching, and continue to watch my videos on my Chess Melody channel for more chess and music related videos. So thanks for watching.